What's up, Ojama people? This is Ojamas in Pyjamas, and welcome to our special episode of our discussion round. The theme of this episode is the upcoming ban list. Konami announced recently that the new ban list will not be published until after the Dublin Championship has been held, so this leaves room for further speculations. And me and my friends decided to put our predictions together, and this is the result. First, we'll start with Clifford Scout. Clifford Scout is basically the key card of the Clifford deck. So, in order to prevent the fact that Cliffords could become too powerful again, this card should be limited at 1. I think it would be the best choice because, Summoner's Art at 1 would not only affect the Clifford deck, but also various other decks, and that would be a pretty good choice. So yeah, Clifford Scout should be at 1. Next we have Tragedia. Tragedia is not used pretty much in the recent formats, so I wouldn't mind it if it would be playable at 3. Then we have the Chaos Emperor Dragon. The Chaos Emperor Dragon was my very first secret rare card, and so it's my favorite card. And in the UCG format, we can see that there it is already at 1 with the errata it gains. So I think Konami should do the same for the TCG format, meaning Chaos Emperor Dragon at 1 and with an errata, so that I can finally play this awesome card again. Please Konami, make that happen. Then we have the Dark Magician of Chaos. Dark Magician of Chaos should be handled the same as the Chaos Emperor Dragon, meaning it should be at 1 but only with an errata, otherwise this card would simply be too powerful. Then we have Elemental Hero Stratos. I think he should be at 1 instead of completely forbidden, because of the fact that even with him at 1, hero decks would still completely rule over the format. They would be a quite competent deck, but they would not be able to dominate the whole format. So Stratos at 1 is a good choice for me. Then we have Sattler Knight Altair. Altair is one of the key cards from the Sattler deck, and I think he should be at 2. I asked the fellow Sattler Knight player that I know what he thinks of this, and he agreed with me. So basically him at 2 in order to prevent a great power rise for the Sattler Knight archetype. Then we have Manju of the 10,000 Hands. I think he should be limited or semi-limited instead of Sanju, because he's able to search out a ritual monster or a ritual spell for you, which makes him better than Sanju. So this card should be at 1 or 2. I would be happy if it was at 2, but 1 is also okay, whatever. Then we have the Royal Magical Library. The reason why this card stands on our prediction list is the fact that it has an overpowered combo together with the feat spell Chicken Race, which gives you tons of pluses. And in order to prevent that fact, I think Royal Magical Library should be at 1. Then we have the Melee Branch of the Burning Abyss. As you probably know, the OCG players don't have access to Burning Abyss cards because the Burning Abyss archetype is TCG exclusive. Meaning, we could probably see at the World Championship, because they create a mixed ban list of OCG and TCG format for this tournament, we could already see there that the Melee Branch would be at 1, because to even the odds for a tournament with OCG and TCG players. So I think this should also be the case for the TCG format, meaning the Melee Branch should be at 1. Then we have the General Releaser of Rituals. Well, this card pretty much received most of the hate of every Yu-Gi-Oh players besides Necros players, because they, use him. And even the Necros players say that he should be limited or banned, which pretty much shows how powerful this card is and how unfair. So I think it should be at least limited, but banning it would be the wiser idea. Then we have Card Trooper. Card Trooper falls in the same category as Tragedia, meaning it should be at 3 because it is not used that often. But this is only this doesn't really affect the Banlist much, so I wouldn't mind if it would still be at 2, because it wouldn't make such a difference. Then we have Necros of Trishula. A lot of players say that he should be at 1. Well, I agree with that, because he has a pretty powerful effect. Basically has the same effect as the real Trishula Synchro Monster, which is in fact forbidden. So they should ban him, or they should make him at 1, and they should also make the Trishula Synchro Monster at 1, because it's basically the same card. The only difference is that Necros of Trishula is easier to summon. Then we have Necros of Brainek, a very important card for Necros decks. I think it should be at 1. Then we have Necros of Unicorn with its powerful effect to negate every effect of special summoned monsters while it is on the field. Also, in combination with the Jin Releaser and Necros Cycle, it is a really powerful card. A powerful card that led Necrots to dominate this format. So this card should definitely be at 1. Then we have Instant Fusion. Regarding the new fusion monster that will be released, I'm talking about Elder God Noden. This card should definitely be at 1, also because of the fact that you can easily use it to make powerful XYZ plays, meaning it's possible to summon Cyber Dragon Infinity easily with it. Well, you just need a level 4 monster, and then you can use Instant Fusion to special summon a level 5 fusion monster from your deck. So, and the same counts for the Elder God Noden strategy, so this card should be at 1. Then we have Harpy's Feather Duster. Harpy's Feather Duster is currently at 1 in the OCG format, and I think it should be the same for the TCG format, simply because of the fact that you will need it against the upcoming Pendulum decks. Otherwise, they would gain too much power over the format. And I prefer this card at 1 over Heavy Storm, because Heavy Storm is, in my opinion, the stronger card out of the two, because Heavy Storm allows you to manipulate your own back row, meaning you can place back row cards face down on your field that have a special effect once they get destroyed, and so you could trigger this effect with Heavy Storm, and you could annihilate your opponent's whole back row. So because of that, I think Harpy's Feather Duster is the wiser choice to be at 1 again. Then we have Necrot Cycle, probably the most powerful Necrot Sutural spell of the deck, and well, we saw how much Necros dominated this format, so it should be considered to be limited. Then we have El Shadow Fusion. If you guys are familiar with the OCG ban list, you saw that Shadows got quite crippled by the OCG ban list, and I'm expecting this to happen in the TCG format as well. So El Shadow Fusion could be limited by Konami. Then we have Book of Moon, a powerful card, but not really that powerful. So I think being at 2 would not still be overpowered. So Book of Moon should be semi-limited instead of limited. Then we have Mirror Force. Mirror Force is standing on this list because of the almighty Mirror Force Dragon. And in order to somehow stop that card, you could either limit Mirror Force or the Critias Fusion spell. And because the Critias Fusion spell is not even yet released and will be a new card, I think Konami could limit Mirror Force because of that fact. Then we have Compulsory Evacuation Device. The same rules apply for Book of Moon. So basically, it should be at 2 because it wouldn't still be that powerful at 2, and yeah. Then we have Lose a Turn. Lose a Turn in combination with a Clifford deck, and also other decks such as Yasenju, for example, are too powerful, so this card should be considered to be limited, if not banned. I doubt it will ban because it's a pretty new card. I even doubt a bit that it will be limited, but I hope it. Then we have the Stellar Nova Alpha, a very powerful card for Satellite decks. I think it should be at 2 of basically the Satellite player I know thinks it should be at 2 in order to even the odds for all players of the next format. Then we have El Shadow Construct. El Shadow Construct is at 1 in the ECG format, and I think it will also be the case for the TCG format. Then we have Legendary 6 Samurai Shin. Shin falls in the same category as Tragodia and the Card Trooper, meaning it should be completely unlimited, because he doesn't see that much game time. Then we have Castel. Well, Castel is standing on this list because of the fact that it will receive a reprint, and if we look at the history of the trading card game, we can see that powerful cards who got a reprint will most likely be hit after the next ban list. This happened with Soul Charge, this happened with Vanity's Emptiness, and so yeah, I think Konami will limit Castel. The same counts for La Valva Chain, who got also a reprint. Then at last we have the Planetala Knight Ptolemaeus. Well, as you could hear my opinion for him in our first episode of the discussion round, and yeah, I think he's a too powerful card to be at 3. It should be at least be limited. So that was it for our ban list prediction. I hope you liked it. If you have other choices, you can comment them in the comment section and discuss with us. I'd be happy to answer your questions. The same counts for green, of course. Well, that was Ojamas in Pyjamas, and we're out.